All right, I'm getting used to this computer here. So, first thing we need to do is to do the pressure belts. So let's see here. Pick a color, make it smaller. All right. So from 5 degrees north to 5 degrees south, this is low pressure. And from 30 degrees north to 20, and both hemispheres, that's high pressure. And I'm going to go, well, I guess I'll stay with this pen. So from 55 to 65, hide this. This is low pressure. 55 to 65 north, also low pressure. The pressure belts cause the winds. Let me change my pen here. I'm going to go with, let me make them gray, and I'll make them a little bigger too. All right, so high pressure to low pressure and clockwise in the northern hemisphere. High pressure to low pressure, clockwise. Southern hemisphere, they're high pressure to low pressure, counterclockwise. Like that. It doesn't matter that this continent's here. Those winds would always be the same. Now for the ocean currents, I'm going to do my red current, or warm current. Let's see, undo that. Getting used to this. A little smaller. Okay, so all along here, this is warm water because we're near the equator. And the water flows the same direction as the winds. When it hits right here, some of it's going to go this way, and then when it gets into that wind, it's going to get blown back out. So this is going to go like this. Whoops, you know what? I don't like this one because it's going against the wind. All right, now if you want to, you can show get away from here. You can show the equatorial countercurrent here. So this is going to split and go like this and come back. I don't really mind if you don't show that. On the other side of the continent, going to have cold water because this is far from the equator. This is just going to blow right on across here. And down here, same kind of thing. And all good. When these currents hit right here, some of this is going to go like that. And some of this is going to go like this. I'm going to draw something and then erase it. Pick a different color for this. Pick orange. And I'll pick a bigger pen. So each of these places where I'm putting an orange dot right now, these are the horse latitudes. And you could think of these as wheels. Now notice that the top of this wheel is going to get blown this way, and the bottom of the wheel is going to get blown that way because the wind up here to the north blows to the east, wind down there blows to the west. So this whole ocean is going to go like this. So that's one way to understand this ocean current going south. Over here, same thing. This is like a wheel going this way. So this left side of the wheel is going to go north. So this is warm because it comes from a warm place. This is cold because it comes from a cold place. Same thing's happening down here, except these wheels are going this way. So the oceans swirl clockwise in the northern hemisphere, counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. This is cold because it comes from a cold place. This is warm because it comes from a warm place. Let me undo, get rid of that. Guess I can't undo anymore. Well, let me erase this way. All right, better watch my time here. The next thing I want to do is the major desert and rainforest. So pick green for my rainforest, a bit smaller. And the rainforest is going to be where there's low pressure, and it's wider on the warm water side. Where this is the side where it's like somebody took a hot shower in a bathroom, and that's a cold shower. Hot shower is going to make everything steamy or more humid. The deserts are going to be where it's high pressure, and the desert will also be affected by these currents. It's going to be smaller on the warm water side, bigger on the cold water side, but the deserts don't quite touch the warm water side. So deserts where there's high pressure and rainforest where there's low pressure. Now I'll do the areas that are wet because of breezes from the ocean. So right along here, the wind is coming from the ocean over here and then hitting the land. Over here, this is dry because the wind is coming from the land to the coastline. Right in here, wet because the wind is coming from the ocean hitting the land. Same thing down here. The wind is coming from the ocean hitting the land. Same thing here. So it's just coming right off of here, hitting right there. Maybe I should outline that. Let me use this. So here's an example. This wind comes like that. If you lived right here, your wind would come from the land. It would be dry. This wind comes here. If you lived right there, your wind would come from the ocean. Right along here, the wind is like that, coming from the ocean. Here, the wind's coming from the land. So this is wet over here. This is not. See if I can undo all those. There we go. Last thing, humid climates. The side of the continent where there's warm water is generally more humid. And I've been using purple for this. I'll use this color here. Ooh, let me use pencil because I can kind of shade there and make it bigger. All right. So right in here, this whole area is humid. And around here, this is going to be humid. Same thing there. Same thing there. And the reason this is humid is because of the presence of, well, so I can just use that. The presence of this warm water here and here and here and here. That's going to make this area more humid. Let me get rid of that. So there's my completed map. Now I've got to figure out how to get out of here.